What's up, guys? Welcome back. So I got something pretty cool. More like I've got an RC that's pretty cool that I wanted to show you guys. This has been kind of a secret, very quiet secret that I've been keeping from everybody for several months now, since pretty much March. I've been wanting to do this originally. My original idea was to do this on my own on the side and then show you guys the finished result when it was all said and done. However, I've leaked a few pictures out on Instagram and a couple on Facebook, and the response was outrageous, and everybody just wants to know more. They want to see it on video. So I figured, screw it, I'll just start from this point on and show you guys things that I'm doing with it. Again, I've been working on this project now for about 5-6 months. Haven't done a lot. I have, but I haven't. Still working on it, and it's going to take me some more time. I'm actually probably looking into next year by the time it's done. And currently it's actually the end of August. So let me grab you guys the car so you can see. Who remembers my old SCX10? I know it doesn't look like much here, but once I start talking about some of the things I've been doing, there's been a lot of work that's been done. As most of you guys know probably from seeing the video, back in March I did the Axial SCX10 Action Adventure video, where it went through the water and the ice and everything like that. However, after I made that video, I took it out a little bit longer, drove it around through the puddles some more, and actually ended up frying the ESC and the motor in it, both which had been in the car for almost 2 years by that point. And I knew very well that it was already time to upgrade the motor and change it out and so forth. So I figured at this point where it needs a new motor, it could use a rebuild. I was going to tear it down and rebuild it and do the things that I actually wanted to do to it originally, but just didn't have the funds for it before. This time I'm taking it very slow, making sure what I want to get is really what I want to get, and just working for it, basically. So I've gotten a new body, as you guys can see. I have painted it up just a basic dark blue a little bit, and my whole goal with this project is to make it as scale as possible. Every scale item that I can make that makes it look more and more like a Jeep, or makes it look more real, I'm going to try to do that. So let's talk about some of the things I've done. Let's start with the chassis, and then we'll get into the body here. Bring this a little bit closer here. Alright, so here she is. Bare chassis. I still don't have a motor or an ESC or any of the electronics installed in it yet. I still need to get that stuff. However, in the meantime, I've rebuilt the differentials on it. As you can see, I have an RC 4-wheel drive Tough Armor rear tire carrier bumper on it. Different design. Thought it was cool, just doing something a little bit different with it. Decided to install some King 100mm shocks in both the front and in the rear. Let me tell you what a world of difference they are. Most of you guys know that I have been running hot racing shocks for the duration of having this, and they were just 90mm. But the angles I'm getting now it's crazy. So yeah, King shocks front and rear. Also, as you guys can see, I have wheel well guards from Knight's Custom. This is a direct bolt-on kit. Uses 2 screws, if you guys can see, 2 screws right here that just hold it in. Otherwise, it's form-fitted to the SCX10 with the plastic here, and it's very cool. Definitely adds a little bit more. Let me try to bring this around. More scale, realism in a sense to it. So it's very cool. I also do have the ones for the rear, however those get mounted up to the body. And currently I have to have those off because I'm still in the process of running some wires for lights and whatnot. Let's see here. Installed some RC four-wheel drive Punisher shafts. These are the rebuildable ones. I liked them because they looked very real. They had the more realistic universal joints to them. So I got those. Let's see what else right here. You guys can see this mount, this bracket holding the battery tray on. This is actually from, woo, oh, spider. I hate spiders. Hate them. Absolutely hate them. Sorry about that. Back to what we were saying. Mount. You can take your battery tray, instead of having it in the back here, you can move it up front to that position. That way you have more weight up front behind the tires. This should, I haven't tested it out, but should actually help you with crawling abilities by adding more weight up front. Instead of having the receiver in the front here, because it will no longer fit there, you actually have to find a different spot for it. I put it in the rear, except I did a little custom work. Take a look. I'm trying to do the best I can here, you guys. I've actually fitted it right down inside of here. The rear bumper brace right here, this actually had a little U that kind of came out. If you guys look at your SCX10s, I cut that off. And then take a look at where it mounts up on this brace here. The holes are a perfect lineup to where the old battery tray mounted, and the receiver actually screws right into those original holes. Pretty cool. So it actually sits into the chassis a little bit. And then underneath, it almost looks kind of like a gas tank. It's actually pretty cool. So that's as far as I've gotten on the chassis besides the tires and the rims. I'm running the Vanquish Method 1.9 rims. Bead lock, which I'll be perfectly honest, putting that bead on was an absolute pain in my... Gonna ignore that. Absolutely sucked. Just too many screws. This tire just constantly popping off. But I finally got it. Finally got it after a couple hours. Still running the 1.9 flat iron XL tires from Proline Racing that you guys saw in the last video I ever made with these. And oh, we also have a custom set of rock rails made by Warrior Armor. He only made 10 of these, as far as I know, and I was able to get my hands on them. So this is a custom set designed for the Jeep body. Sorry guys, I keep looking in the viewfinder, making sure that you can see everything here instead of the actual camera. But this is a custom-made rock rail set. It does fit the body setup of the Jeep Wrangler, so it's pretty cool. It's a custom set. Like I said, only 10 of them were ever made. I hear SSD is actually coming out with a scale-looking axle housings, which will really be cool. I'm looking into getting those as soon as they come out here. I believe he said in September. That, and I'm also going to be mounting the servo up on the actual frame itself once everything's all said and done. So that's that. I got to get a bearing set because some bearings in the transmission failed on me. Still waiting on that before I can mount anything else like that up. But let's go over and talk about the body. Alright, this is where the most detail work is. So, now I got a little wire here for some turn signals. But as you guys can take a look, check out that grill. That is totally awesome. This is a Knights Customs Angry Eye Grill, I believe is what it's called. It's a two-piece grill set, which if I can turn this around, you guys can see right here. I know I'm not the best, but you guys can see that it's actually two pieces, and There we go. That kind of helps. And it does just screw together. You will need to cut the front of your grill off and line it all up as best as possible. That's what I've come up with. I still need to get light bucket housings for the lights. Still need to wiring the lights and everything like that. I'm actually going to try to get a couple of blue LEDs and put them in the grill here, just as like a reflect look. I think that'd be kind of cool looking. Knight's custom snorkel, which is pretty cool looking. Mounted it pretty much flush right up against the Vanquish LED light bar that I had previously. It fits fine, shouldn't be any concern. Just one screw holds it in and you're good. The hood add-on, I forget what the actual name is on that, but I get that from Crawler Concepts. He makes this where you actually have to make every single one of those holes into the body, put the screw in it, flip it over, and attach different all the little nuts onto it. That took a little bit, but not too bad. So, let's see if I can't get that. No, screw it. Let's move to the inside a little bit here. Just getting a little closer. As you can see, I put in a Crawler Custom CB radio. Again, scale look. And my famous Coors beer can that's been always in the console. I had to put a new one in there. Let me show you this side here, as you guys can see. You can see the CB in there a little bit better. Pretty cool. Gonna get a guy to fit in there. Gonna find some kind of a guy. I'll let you guys just take a look at this a little bit on the inside here. Looks pretty cool. Alright. Alright, on the back side, if you guys remember, I had these tail lights previously where the LED actually goes in them and they light up. Remounted those up to this new body. Also put in a scale antenna. Come on, focus. Scale antenna, which does go all the way up. Whoop. It's right about there. It looks a little more real, like a whip style antenna. And as you guys can see, here's the wiring for the brake lights with the controller. If you guys want to know more about this information, I do have the information already in the SCX10 original build series. You guys should be able to find that, no problem. I'll put a link to it as well. Let's see. Oh, scale door handles. Check those things out. Pretty sweet, right? Pretty cool. Even got the fire extinguisher going in there. And then, as you guys can see, even more scale details. The hinges for the back door. Again, the handle. The gas tank scale door. I know it kind of blends in a little bit, but hey, it is what it is. And that's pretty much where I'm at. Again, I've been slowly doing this with everything else that's been going on with the RCs. This is kind of one of those just slow projects, taking my time, doing as I please. Mount this up. I haven't fitted the body yet to it. I have a little idea of how I'm going to mount the body up. I'll show you guys later on if it all works out. But here we are. General idea of what it's going to look like. Give you guys a little 360 here. They're pretty sweet looking. So, like I said, a lot of you guys were asking about this Jeep. What have I been doing with my scale truck? This is what I've been doing with my scale truck. That's about it. If you guys do have questions regarding what I've done so far, put a comment in the comment box below and I'll try to answer it as quickly as I can. Like I said, I'm still doing a lot of work still left to it. a lot of work. I'm not even close to being done. Maybe halfway, that's about it. Yeah, I think that's it. Like I said, I am going away to California, you guys, so I want to give you a little bit of a surprise here. Just something to leave you guys for the week with. Oh, and I'm going to leave you guys with a little bit of homework. I want to know what motor you guys recommend I put in this. Is it brushed? What about brushless? I'm kind of leaning towards, I want to try something different. I want to try brushless. I haven't tried brushless in a scale truck yet. And I know I'm going to need to go censored with it. But what brushless motor should I go with? That's what I want you guys to do your homework on. If you recommend it brushed, tell me why. If you recommend brushless, I need it to be waterproof. Let me know what you guys think from your experiences. I'm not looking for something fast. I'm looking for something more torquey. This is a crawler to medium speed. That's about it. And I'll keep you guys updated as I do things more and more. Until then, guys, enjoy your RCs for the next week, and I'll try to get back on camera here as soon as possible. Thanks, guys, for watching, and plenty more videos to come. Alright, I'll see you guys later.